Hi, it's Friday, the 3rd of November. Yay, it's Friday! And it also happens to be the birthday of a very, very, very special, much beloved friend of mine. So, Penny, I hope you have an amazing one today. 3 in Jinshin Jitsu came into the universe, meaning the door, and our defense against problems, obstacles, and difficulties. And safety energy lock number 3 is located at the tip of the shoulder blade. We had this on the 30th of October, so a couple of days ago. And it's like a swing door, like those old-fashioned saloon doors. And the reason why it's our defense against problems is because when we have 3 in harmony, safety energy lock number 3 in harmony, then we are able to let in what nourishes us and let out what no longer serves us. When we are unable to distinguish between what is good for us and what isn't, or when we don't want to, or when we don't want to face reality actually and let things go, or get stuck in our comfort zone, then we keep the door shut. And what happens then is we cut ourselves off from the nourishment that we require, and we retain things that no longer serve us, and eventually those things can become toxic. So today we have the opportunity to actually enter into the waltz of life. 3 is the rhythm of the waltz. 3 connects the 1, which is total and complete, with the 2, which is balance and wisdom, and 3 connects 1 and 2. So 2 plus 1 is a 3, and it allows us to dance through life with the wisdom, knowing that everything is balanced and being totally whole and integrated within ourselves. So beautiful opportunity for that for us today. 3s can be very expansive. They are the long-term visionaries. They are the ones who can see the long-term goals. So today is a good day to decide what is it that you really want. Apparently, this particular astrological time in Scorpio, with the juxtaposition of the moon and the sun and Saturn conjuncting Chiron and Jupiter doing whatever it needs to be doing, is all about being clear about our desires. What do we really want? And 3 enables you to set those long-term goals and to actually formulate a strategy of how to get them. We also have the energy of the 2, which is the 2 of November. Now, interestingly enough, November is 11, right? And 11 is a sacred number. So it is a 2, but it's a very, very special 2. It really gives us the opportunity to get a deep spiritual appreciation of how important it is to nurture ourselves so that we can actually offer our gifts to the world, as well as to appreciate that in actuality, all things are neutral until somebody judges them through the filter of what's important to them. So this is an opportunity for us to truly understand and appreciate things like tolerance and forgiveness and understanding of others, and acceptance of ourselves and others. So we've got the water of the 2 that's balancing the fire of the 3, and then we've got the 1 energy, which is the air energy of the year 2017. So elementally, we've got a really good balance today. So we have the ability to set the long-term goal and the strategy. We have the ability to go with the flow and waltz with life today. We have the ability of being expansive and expanding our horizons and connecting with what we really want. Then we have in the 2 the ability to nurture ourselves, to see the balance of what we require for us as well as what we require to give to others, and to integrate those 2 parts, the disparate parts of ourselves, the light and the shadow. And then we can step into the power of the 1, which is who we really are, fully integrated. And then the helper of today, the hero of today, is the 6, and 6 is about discrimination. It's about knowing where you want to place your feet in the world. It's about knowing and discriminating and developing a refined taste for what is nourishing to you and what isn't. And it is about harmony and beauty and creating harmony and beauty. Now, the downside, because sorry, there's always a balance, right? So the downside of the 6 is that in trying to create harmony and beauty and keep the peace and make everybody happy, 6 very often will, they'll abandon their own values. They will put their own values on the back burner in order to make other people happy. They'll inject the values of others into their lives. And that leads to seeming harmony on the outside, but enormous disharmony on the inside. So because it is in the hero position and the helper today, we have more ability to access the beauty and the harmony and the discrimination. And this gives us the gift today that in the midst of our crazy lives and in the crazy busy and in this crazy rushed energy that's happening at the moment, to just appreciate the beauty in ourselves and in the world around us. The villain of today is the 9. So 9 in this particular position is extremely stubborn. Just as 3 can be extremely expansive, all right, and appreciate the long-term goal and the long-term vision, 3s can become incredibly contractive. So when they're expansive, in Jin Shin Jyutsu terms, that door is open. It's letting nourishment in, toxins out, nourishment in, toxins out. When the 3 becomes contractive because they feel unsafe, they feel threatened, they don't want to change, they think that their way is the right way. In fact, they don't want to be tolerant of other people. They just want everyone else to be just like them, because that can very much be an attitude of the 3. Then they become contractive, they become stuck in their ways, they become extremely rigid, they're unable to waltz. And with the 9 in the villain position being stubbornness, they stubbornly cling to their position no matter what. So it becomes a real case of cutting off your nose to spite your face. So please guard against that. If you find yourself in a dispute, if you find yourself in an argument, try and step back and think, really, am I just hanging on tenaciously here for the, I don't know, what am I? Am I trying to prove a point? Or would it actually be useful to consider the other person's point of view, or maybe think of a different way to do things? The safety energy lock number 3 is located on the middle finger. The middle finger balances the organ function energy of the liver and gallbladder, and the emotion is anger and frustration and disappointment and guilt. So this is where all our expectations that are unmet, when we have an expectation that we have to be a certain way and we are not, that unmet expectation leads to the disappointment and the anger in the liver. So a lot of our not good enoughs are here. So hang on to this middle finger today so that you can waltz more effortlessly with the natural rhythms of life. I shall see you tomorrow.